Holy cow, we have breaking news.
Oh, what happened?
Shams Charania reporting that the Memphis Grizzlies have traded Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Utah Jazz. You ready for this one? The Utah Jazz sent, and I quote, Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, and George Niang, 3 first-round picks to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
For Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, Jock Lawndale, and Vince Williams Jr. to the Utah Jazz. Okay. Did not see this coming, but man, couple things off the top, off the rip. Wait, Utah is doing what? Don't they have a top 8 protected pick?
Yes, and they're currently 6th, according to Tankathon.com.
Memphis is about to steal that pick from them just by virtue of this trade. They're saying, we're coming for it. And, oh, Dallas, you're trying to trade AD? Milwaukee, you're trying to trade Giannis? Charlotte, we don't have to worry about you anymore because you're the best team in the NBA all of a sudden. Memphis is trying to get into this draft so hard that it might actually take Utah's spot, and Utah might lose this pick.
Can I suggest something for Utah that perhaps would save them a little bit?
Don't say a PED. Don't say.
Oh, no. Mental health. It starts with the words mental health. Can you take Jaren Jackson Jr. without aggregating him and in the next 48 hours, flip him again? The reason why I don't think that's going to happen is because they gave up 3 firsts to make this happen. You give up 3 firsts, that tells me you actually like this guy and you want this guy.
So that they can throw out a front line of Lauri Markkanen, Triple J, and Walker Kessler.
Yes. Oh, 3 first-round picks is... Look,
Jake
I get
Fisher
it.
Reporting, by the way.
They had a surplus from the Donovan Mitchell and the Rudy Gobert deals.
And we still don't know which picks they are currently.
Yep, Jake Fisher is reporting. They're trading their most favorable 2027 first-round pick between Cleveland, Minnesota, and Utah. You can probably guess that Utah is going to have the most favorable there. So that is actually a pretty valuable pick there. The Lakers 2027 first-round pick, which, depending how things go, it's probably going to be in the middle to late first round there. And then Phoenix's 2031 first-round pick to Memphis.
Could be anything.
Who knows? So those are the 3 picks. I would say there's a good chance the 2027 Utah pick is a lottery pick. So they're trading what I would say 1.5 lottery picks to go get Jaren Jackson Jr. there.
I don't know if it's... I think...
you suddenly there, I mean.
You hurting your knee, Peter Griffin?
I think it's 2.5. Because I think both the Lakers and the Suns are 0.75 of a lottery pick.
Whoa. You heard it here first.
0.75 a lottery pick. Both of them 1.5, plus the 1 lottery pick that'll be Utah's 2.5 lottery picks. 2.25 at the least.
I mean, Memphis is, according to Bobby Marks, I tried this in Spot Rack, and it did not work. And so I got to talk to our guy, Keith, and see how this trade goes down. But Bobby Marks says the Grizzlies have also created a massive $28.8 million trade exception in this deal, the largest ever in NBA. It tops the $28.5 million trade exception Boston created in the Gordon Hayward trade to Charlotte. So they're getting tons of cap relief in this deal. Utah takes on Jaren Jackson Jr., the 3 years in a row record of having the worst defense in NBA history.
It's in jeopardy.
Is now in jeopardy. But I mean, you got Lauri Markkanen, who many people would like to have on their team at the 3. You've got Jaren Jackson Jr. at the 4 and Yusuf Nurkic at the 5. Walker Kessler at the 5.
Yeah. Well, at least he didn't have to rebound. Triple J. Somebody else can do that.
Yeah,
Larry and
take
care of that.
Lowry and Jaren Jackson Jr. don't have to rebound. So Walker Kessler, put it on the books, 20 rebounds a game next year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you think this might be a trade before the trade for Utah, potentially. What about the trade before the trade for Memphis?
Oh, no, this isn't the trade before the trade for Memphis. Memphis is...
Oh, right.
Oh, you're talking about Ja.
I'm talking about Ja. And this $28.8 million trade exception. Burning a hole in their pocket.
The trade exception, to me, is something for summertime. That's where you come in and you help other people
get under
deals,
the cap, take picks on.
Compensation, yep. The job part is interesting because if you've got all this value now from two deals, really, from Desmond Bane last summer and Jaren Jackson here.
Which, as Bobby Marks also pointed out, gives them 13 firsts in the next 7 years, which is tied with Brooklyn and OKC now.
Hang a banner. Hang a banner.
They will. All three of those teams.
You get to a place where Ja, you don't need what was once perceived to be equal value for Ja. You can just get something good and say, oh, I don't need picks. I can do a Trae Young type deal now because there's no... I mean, I don't know. There's two ways to look at it. One way to look at it is he has value, whatever that value once was. I need to get as close to that as possible. Be damned with what else I have, right? Because it's an individual transaction. The other way to look at it is it's not an individual transaction. I'm a billionaire. What's $20 to me? So I dropped a $20 bill and I keep it moving. Who cares? I have $1 billion more. Interesting. I don't know. We're just finding this out right now.
Yeah, we're finding it out right now. And what I'm also finding out right now is that Utah and Memphis are playing each other this season 2 more times. One is February 20th. So we have Tankapalooza on February 20th. And then we also have April 10th, the penultimate game of the season for the Utah Jazz. Memphis Grizzlies, April 10th. Wow, that is going to be incredible because right now, according to Tankathon.com, Utah is in the 6th position in the draft lottery odds, with a 37% chance of having a top 4 pick in one of the most loaded top 5, top 4 drafts in NBA history. Utah is, count it, 5 games ahead of the Memphis Grizzlies. At 15-35, the Memphis Grizzlies are 19-29. They're in the 9th slot. Ahead of them, Dallas and Milwaukee, a half game ahead of them, Memphis. So Memphis has the potential here the rest of the season to leap up from 10 to 6. That would triple their odds of getting a top 4 pick in this year's draft. So Memphis has a huge incentive now to lose as many games as possible going forward. Zach Edey with the foot issues all season, John Morant out the door, and you get basically nothing. Apologies to Walter Clayton Jr. and Taylor Hendricks, but they didn't get a legit player, like starter caliber player in this trade for Jaren Jackson Jr. So the intent is get out the tank commanders. Here we go, Memphis Grizzlies. So they can have an opportunity here to move up to 6. If Utah plays Jaren Jackson Jr. the rest of the season, they might lose out a couple spots here, and Milwaukee's going to be ahead of them maybe, and Dallas. So, Amin, I know the NBA is not thrilled with all the tanking talk. Well, I guess they're not thrilled at the tanking information gaps that comes with tanking. But is Jaren Jackson Jr. too good for them to maintain this pick? Because right now they're just a few wins away from having Milwaukee, Dallas, and Memphis knock them out of that top 8.
Well, I would start first and foremost by pointing out that with Jaren Jackson Jr., the Grizzlies haven't exactly set the world on fire.
True.
Right? So while we can celebrate and accept him as a talented player, and we can also say, hey, he should help some of Utah's biggest deficiencies. I mean, like, is he going to save the Jazz season? Is he going to save it to the tune of them winning more than what they've been winning thus far? So Memphis is 19-29. In 48 games, he's played 45 of them. So pretty much he's as close to 396 winning percentage as possible. Utah, 15-35. So the big thing here, you look at Milwaukee, Dallas, and Brooklyn as the team, and New Orleans. I mean, Indiana, Indiana, right? Because Indiana, for some reason, has been playing better lately. Is there a way that you can still be in that mix? Milwaukee, depending on if this is crazy, right? Depending on what happens to Giannis, Milwaukee either helps your situation if you're Utah or hurts it dramatically. They trade.
I think Utah. I mean,
what
are Markkanen and Jaren Jackson Jr. really going to play the rest of this year? And
you think they just shut down and that's it, and don't even have to worry about it? That's what think.
This is nuts, dude. This is nuts. This is crazy that the Utah Jazz did this with a top 8 protected pick going to Oklahoma City if it falls outside of the top 8 in a loaded. AJ DeBonsa is in this draft. Yeah. He's at Utah. He's in Provo.
Yep.
And you just traded for a defensive player of the year a guy who is going to help you shore up your defense if he plays the rest of the season. I am stunned by this trade.
But Tom, I go back to this. Fucking play him. It didn't fucking help Memphis. What makes you think he's going to help Utah? Like all of a sudden they're going to win 100 games in a row. Like he literally can be a good building block piece to acquire. And you're like, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out, play him. It ain't going to make a difference. Like to me, like it really comes down to what's happening around them. I don't think they're going to just surge in a way that's going to upend the apple cart, because I think Dallas is going to, has proven that they're not, for whatever reason, they're not circling the wagons. They're going to try and win as much as possible. Indiana has been better as of late, and what's the third one? And then Milwaukee becomes the tipping point, really, because if Giannis doesn't get traded, we know that Giannis has basically said, I'm not going to get shut down. If I'm healthy, I'm playing, whether it's here, wherever it is. So if he stays in Milwaukee and he comes back in his 4 to 6 weeks as he predicted to us, he's going to play. And if he plays, we know they're a 500 team when he plays. They'll be better than Utah down the stretch, regardless of whether Jaren Jackson plays or not. I think the easier way to think about this is let's pick the teams that we know are going to be worse than Utah here on out. Sacramento, yes. New Orleans, yes. Brooklyn, yes. Washington, yes. It's 4. And they're 8. So you need to tell me who are the 8 teams, the 4 teams that are for sure going to be worse than a Utah team that plays Jaren Jackson Jr.
So it could be Indiana, it could be Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is a swing team, and the Bucks are a swing team.
I don't think Giannis plays another game for the Milwaukee Bucks. I think it's over.
You think he gets traded?
He's saying he doesn't come back from injury.
I'm saying he's playing. He's playing.
He's going to try, but I think medical is not going to clear him.
He's going to play. It's a calf strain. It's not the end of the world. He's going to play.
Okay, well, since he is in charge of the medical team there. So
yeah.
Got his PhD.
They're their own men.
He's set.
They work for him.
There's no timetable. No timetable.
Yeah.
So this seems to me like this is Danny Ainge saying, I like this price. I don't have to give up my best picks. Mm-hmm. I can go get a very, very good, not superstar player, but a very good player. And I can either move him in the summer, try to get somebody else. But this is a buy reasonable price This isn't going to change the future of the Jazz, and he doesn't think that it'll compromise their pick this year.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's exactly what I think. I think it's like, this is a good guy, a good player to have. The price sounds gaudier than it actually is. I didn't give up any players that I actually like. And I don't think he alone can change the course of history and have us sending our pick out because we fell to ninth. Unless
Giannis gets traded.
Well, not all of that. I just remembered something. Unless the thing that's happened the last couple of years on the lottery happens again.
Oh.
Just someone who has no business of being a top. Yeah, they jump and then everything pushes down.
This is one of Amin's favorite games here, is going back into the 2018 draft and realizing, I think Jaren Jackson Jr., is he the last one to switch teams? Like, is he the last most tenured guy
of the
with his team?
Those top picks, yep.
Of the top picks. So it's DeAndre Ayton, gone. Marvin Bagley, gone. Luka, gone. Trae Young, now gone. You know, of course.
If you want to be technical, both of those guys were gone on draft day. But
let's just say Trae Young now is gone. Yeah. Jaren Jackson Jr. is now gone. Mo Bamba, gone. Wendell Carter Jr., gone. Colin Sexton, Kevin Knox, Mikal Bridges.
Gone.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, gone. Miles Bridges.
Porter Jr.
Miles Bridges.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Bridges is your winner. Last man standing.
But technically, he was drafted by the Clippers from Detroit and traded to Charlotte.
Sure. Michael Porter Jr. also off the list now.
Yeah.
Dante DiVincenzo off the list. Kevin Huerter off the list. Josh Koji.
Gone.
Grayson Allen. I mean, everyone.
Gone.
Anthony Simons also gone.
Yep.
He was with the Blazers until this offseason. Mo Wagner gone. Yeah, everyone.
Every single first round pick.
Jalen Brunson also gone. He was the 33rd pick.
Second round picks now we're into. Javon Carter waves.
Anthony Simons gone. Mo Wagner gone. Time Lord gone.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
We're done.
The 7-year itch.
7-year switch.
So Miles Bridges is your. We're gonna.
I'll on a technicality. I'll allow it. Yeah. I'll allow it.
Yeah. So Miles Bridges is your last man standing.
Former Jaren Jackson Jr. teammate, right? Michigan State.
Yeah. Yep. Let me see the second round. Mitchell Robinson. Oh, Mitchell Robinson is still there. Wow.
Yeah. That's it. So we had Luka, Trae, and Jaren Jackson Jr., Michael Porter Jr., Anthony Simons. 5 guys, 5 prominent guys from the 2018 draft. Was with their team last year, no longer with their team. That's pretty crazy. What happened? We're losing recipes.